Well, good afternoon again. It's Friday, October 15th, and I decided to come back up to our archery club property and try my luck again tonight. It is really warm again. 75 degrees. But I'm not going to go in a tree tonight. I'm going to sit on the ground and a little bit different perspective and a little different spot from where I was last night. Not too far, but maybe get a little bit of angle at it and something different. I brought the leafy ghillie jacket and a little chair and the tripod, so I'm gonna take a slow walk, try not to sweat. That's one of the reasons I'm not climbing, because I don't feel like getting soaked by sweat again tonight. And we'll see what happens. I brought a thermocell because the mosquitoes were bad, and I'm sure they're gonna be bad again. So I'm gonna walk slow. It's really loud, so I'm gonna take my time. Check this out right here. Look at this scrape. It's a pretty good scrape. There's one right here. It's got a fresh track in it. So, alright. I'm gonna take a slow walk back, try to figure out where I want to sit, and I'll get with you when I'm set up. Alright, so here's where I'm set up. It's stinking hot right now, but I'm on the ground. I'm about 15 yards off the path. I'm tucked back into some cover here. You can see down over my shoulder there's a path that comes out here where deer have been coming out, and they also been coming up the gas line. So as it gets lighter, I should be able to hear them, and I'll just stay still and be ready, and hopefully I can draw and not be pegged. So keep our fingers crossed this works. The wind should be okay for where I'm at, so we'll see. I'll probably stay in the chair until it gets closer to that final, hour. Probably half hour, and then I may just kneel to get down a little bit lower. So if this works, it'll be cool. But it could be a major fail too. But hey, you don't learn if you don't try and screw up. I actually might put some stuff across here to break my silhouette up a little bit. see what happens. All right, guys. It's 20 to 6. Got about 40 minutes until sunset, so if they're gonna move, they're gonna move in the next 40 minutes here, so gonna sit tight. I might get down and kneel on the ground to get a little bit lower profile, so I think I'm gonna do that and be ready, because if they come, they're gonna come from either the path below me here or right up the trail coming up, and I gotta be as stealthy as I can. Got the hood up on the ghillie, so it'll be fun. Don't laugh. That's gonna do it for tonight. No deer movement, but we came out and gave it a try, so I'm gonna pack up. I'll take a slow walk and I'll see you back at the truck. Let's go inside. Well, hey guys, welcome to my garage. So if you just got done watching that little bit of hunt that I had up on our archery club's property, it was the day after I had that hunt where I got busted by that young doe. It was warm, like I said, hot day. You know, I think it was 80 degrees when I left work, 76 when I got to my setup, and it was still 70 degrees when I was driving home. So deer didn't move, but one of our reveal cell cameras did catch a nice buck, probably about 20 minutes after I was gone. So it is what it is. They're going to be moving. We're going to get to them sooner or later. We're going to catch up. We're going to be able to let an arrow fly. And, you know, the next thing we're going to have to do is, I don't know how many of you process your own deer, but I've started doing that for the last several years. One, it saves me a little bit of money. And two, it really just gives me the opportunity to extend the hunt, extend the experience. And I cut my meat up the way that I enjoy it and that my family enjoys it. So we make our own hamburger. I cut my steaks the way I want to. You know, I get the different kind of select cuts that I like. And, you know, I can butcher my deer right here in the confines of my garage. So I figured what I'll do to end this video is just show you how I transform my garage into an area that I use to process my deer. So let's get right to it. So I've got my two tables here that I like to use when I'm processing my deer. This one is where I do most of my cutting. I'll use this for my bins and anything else that I need. One of the things that I picked up on Amazon are these disposable table covers. Since this is a plastic and not a stainless steel, you know, over the years, my wife and I, when I get done processing a deer, it could be late at night, we're out here with the hose, cleaning this and scrubbing it, you know, obviously to get the meat out so we don't get any bacteria buildup. What we found is with these disposable table covers, we can actually use them even longer than what the life of it says. And just wash them off, you know, a little disinfectant, and clean them with a little soap and water, really, actually. And they last a little bit longer than even what they're supposed to. So the other thing I picked up were these two flexible cutting boards. So I'll lay them down right on my table, and this area here is where I'll do most of my cutting of the meat and be ready to go from there. The other thing I did was from Cabela's picked up a couple of bins for my meat. These work out great because once I get them done and cleaned up, I can actually put a little bit of cellophane over the top of these. If it's really late and I'm tired, I can take them in, throw them in a refrigerator, let the meat stay in here, and finish up any fine cutting that I want to do or anything like that. Especially when we're doing hamburger, I'll put all my meat that I'm going to be using for ground meat in here, and we'll do that a different day. And then I have my big game gut gloves. These are perfect for when I'm in here skinning or doing any processing. This is always good for cutting the antlers. I got just a little Irwin handsaw. So if you're ever going to do your own kind of a skull mount and you're just going to buy the kit and you just want to cut the antlers off, this works really well. So I usually keep that handy right here. And then I have my Raptor razor knives. So we're going to get them all put together, and I've got my magnetic strip right here that they go up, and this way they're easily accessible for me every time I have to butcher or process a deer. Sadie! Great thing about Raptor razor knives, you've got the tool right here that you can put all your knives together. And when it's all said and done, unscrew the end cap here. If you're out in the field, it has a compass that you can keep, and that'll screw right in to your sharpener. There we go. I've got my knives all ready here. It's got an 8-inch fillet, a 6-inch fillet, it's got a deboning, and then it's got my big cutting knife that I use for when I'm cutting any kind of steaks or chops. So, and the great part about this, it comes in a great carry case from Raptor Razor that you can keep all your tools in and take this actually with you if you want to travel. But I like the fact that it has this magnet. Everything can stay right there where I need it, and take that off, put it back on. They will not fall off. That is a really strong magnet, and everything's right there. I'll leave this kit right here where I have it. Okay, so this is where I'll do all my butchering, but I still have to skin the deer before I'm all said and done. So let's get that set up ready. So usually what I'll do is we've got this old recycle bin. I'll put a big 55-gallon garbage bag in here, and I'll throw all my scraps and everything in this. And I have another garbage can that I have that I'll usually keep on the other side over here. And one of the things that we like to do is make sure that we have the ability to weigh our deer. So I picked up an HME scale. So that'll usually hang right here. We've got this hook that can go right there. Hang the gammon right on that. And then we can weigh our deer if we want to before we start the processing of it. Alright guys, so this is my deer processing setup for the season. When I bring a deer in, I'll just open the garage door, back the truck up. We'll hose it out right out here just to clean it a little bit. Then we'll bring it in. I'll usually put a tarp down on the floor right here. We'll hang the deer here. We'll weigh it. We'll let it hang. You have a bucket right here that I'll usually put underneath the deer's head to catch any of the water and blood that'll drain out of it. And we'll just let that thing hang right there. And I'll skin it and process the whole deer right in here. And then we have all kinds of, we have a grinder. We can make sausage or anything with that. You know, we got the vacuum sealer and everything in the house so we can process our whole entire deer. So hey, if you process your own deer, let me know in the comments below what you do, what kind of setup you might have. I'm doing it in my garage. It saves us some money and it still extends the experience of the hunt. So hey, thanks for hanging out. We didn't kill a deer in this episode, but we're getting ready because we know we're getting close. The weather's going to start changing. It's going to start getting cooler, and the deer are going to be up and moving in daylight, and we're confident that we're going to be able to let one fly and punch a tag here really, really soon. So thanks for hanging out. As always, click the subscribe button. I'll see you on the next video.